Did you know that boundaries are your secret business weapon? Let me ask you something. Have you ever gotten to the end of your day, looked back, and even though you were running around non-stop, your most important work hasn't moved a single inch? You feel completely drained, but have nothing to show for it. That feeling, that's the feeling of invisible labor. And if you're a woman in business, it's likely costing you thousands. But I'm going to show you how to fight back with a secret weapon you already have, and that's called boundaries. It's an exciting time. Women are a massive force in the new business landscape. In 2024, women started 49% of all new businesses, the highest rate in 5 years. But here's the reality check. While we're building more than ever, we're still getting a fraction of the support. All female founding members receive only about 2% of all venture capital funding, and that huge gap means we have to be smarter, more efficient, and fiercely protective of our time and energy. So it's time to change how we think about boundaries. They're not about just saying no at the last minute. They're the foundation of a profitable, sustainable business. So forget the idea that boundaries are about restriction. They're about building a fortress around your focus and your bottom line. So let's look at the first section, the flawed solution. For years, the advice we've been given is to just say no more often. But let's be honest, has that really worked for you? Saying no without a system is like trying to patch a leaking dam with a band-aid. And the pressure just builds and finds another crack. The request keeps coming, project scopes keep stretching, and you end up feeling guilty or worse, completely overwhelmed. That's because the problem isn't the single request. It's the lack of a strong structure to filter those requests in the first place. And the real fix is not a louder no, it's a smarter system. The real solution, boundaries as infrastructure. So let's talk about the 3 secrets to building boundaries that actually stick. Secret number 1, your calendar is a vault. Your calendar is not a suggestion box or a to-do list. It's your business plan in action. So stop letting people drop meetings onto it like it's a public bulletin board. From now on, I want you to treat your calendar like a bank vault. And this is where you schedule appointments with yourself for your most critical work. And I don't just mean client projects. Block out non-negotiable time for deep, focused work, for big picture strategic thinking, and yes, for rest. When you have a deep work block from 9 to 11 a.m., it's as immovable as a meeting with your biggest clients. And if someone tries to book over it, the answer isn't, let me see if I can shuffle things around. The answer is, this one shift I am not available. And this one should defend your focus and constant task switching that can kill up to 40% of your productive time. Secret number 2, the profit protection boundary. You know what the silent killer of profitability is? Scroll creep. It starts so innocently. Can we just add, or could you quickly do on their own? They seem harmless, but add them up and you're looking at hundreds of hours of unpaid work. And this is where your contract becomes your best friend. Your service agreement needs to be crystal clear about what's included. Use phrases like, the project includes 2 rounds of revision. Any additional rounds will be billed at our standard rate, or our team is available for communication through the client portal between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on weekdays. And this is about being aggressive. It's being clear. It transforms your contract from a boring formality into an active tool that protects your profit margin and saves you from the burnout of being on call 24/7. Now let's look at secret number 3. Make the invisible labor visible. Invisible labor is all of the uncredited work that keeps a client afloat, and it's mentoring junior team members, handling the emotional side of client relationships, or planning the team building events. It's work that women disproportionately end up doing, and it drains energy that should be going into revenue generating activities. You can't fight an enemy you can't see. So for 1 week, I want you to do an invisible labor audit. Write down every single thing you do that isn't directly tied to a paid project or a deliverable. Trust me, you'll be shocked. Once you have that list, ask yourself 3 simple questions for every item. Can this be eliminated? Can this be automated? Can this be delegated? Making this work visible is the first step to taking back your energy and putting it where it truly counts. To help you get started on this, I created a free boundary infrastructure audit to help you uncover where your time, energy, and revenue are quietly leaking. And most founders don't need more motivation, they need structural clarity. So you can download it below and see what your business is actually costing you. Building a business is tough, and as a woman entrepreneur, we face our own unique set of challenges. But when you start treating your boundaries as the core infrastructure of your business, you're not just protecting your time, you're building a company that's sustainable, scalable, and seriously profitable. So you're finally giving yourself permission to lead without carrying all that extra weight. So to recap, turn your calendar into a vault. Let your contract be your bodyguard and make your invisible work visible. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me what's one boundary you're going to build this week.